Hello. Hello. My my voice is gone. I got my cough back, and it's not going like really well right now, but it's okay. Yesterday, I finished my anthropology notes, and I fell asleep at like 2 a.m. Or no, I finished at 2 a.m. and then I fell asleep after that. And then I woke up today at like freaking 6, I think. I literally couldn't sleep again, so I was like, what if I just stay awake and then just continue doing whatever. And so yeah, I stayed on my phone for like a long time, and then now I'm here. I'm ready to go to school, and I'm just going to review really quickly the anthro. It's probably not gonna be quick because it takes me a while to do my makeup, but I'm gonna be doing my makeup this vlog. And I'm probably gonna cut out a few times because my voice is not functioning well. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing that, and I will go to school after this. I don't feel good today because I'm sick. It's not good. It's okay. I'm going to drink more hot water and probably recover soon if I sleep more. My body won't let me sleep more though. It's kind of sad. Oh my gosh. Anyways, um, today's fit is just a very simple blue. I'm wearing blue today. It's a blue day. It's very fun. I need blue sneakers. I want blue shoes. I don't know which ones look good. I don't really. No, it's not like a need right now. So, but I don't have any blue shoes to wear with these. I'll just wear black ones. But yeah, I already looked in the mirror and I already verified that I ate. So I don't want to hear nobody talking about how you look terrible in blue. No, I don't. I look good. I already double checked it. So don't be saying dumb stuff. I already know. Okay, let's go to elements. Oh shoot. Okay. It was a really short module, so I was so happy. But it's basically about evolution. So before we go in straight into like the evolutionary theory and evolution, I just want to point out that a big example of evolution outside of anthropology um, would be like medicine. In medicine, we have bacteria that are resistant to antibiotics, and this is the result of evolution because they evolved to survive the conditions that we have made for them that makes life difficult. And oftentimes, the environment that you are in causes evolution or at least adaptation, you know, and then that would lead to evolution in the future generations and so on and so forth. Okay. So we're talking about the evolutionary theory and also how it evolved. So yes, evolution is going through evolution and it has gone through evolution. So we'll talk about the evolution of evolution. Okay. So we have the first chain of being, and I think that means it just literally is a belief that all life is hierarchically ordered. So I think it came from like Christianity and religion and stuff like that. And then we have essentialism, which is the ideology that things don't change from their essential form. Not really sure what that means, but that's what you gotta know. And then we got some men that have shaped evolution throughout the years. So we got Carl Linnaeus, he pretty much developed taxonomy, which we already talked about in biology. It's just the classification and the naming of animals, or not animals, just organisms. My cough is terrible. I need to drink some water. Give me a second. My voice. I'm gonna be able to talk to anybody today. My voice is gone. My voice non-existent. Okay. I need to boil some water. I forgot to boil water before my life. So now it's like so now I have to deal with normal water. Good. And then we have Georges Louis. Sorry, I'm trying to read it in French, and now I can even read it in English, to be honest. What did I write? Leclerc, and he's a naturalist, and he believed that organisms and their environment, like the relationship between organism and their environment, is dynamic. It's like ever changing. And then we have Erasmus Darwin. He observed domestic and wild animals' fossils and their anatomies. And then he also proclaimed he proclaimed the common ancestry of all animal species. Pretty cool. We have Jean-Baptiste Lamarck, and he proposed evolution of all. Wait, no, he proposed evolution focused on acquired characteristics, and a lot of like critiques from his kind of like view of evolution is like he really focused on the individual evolution, like individually, whereas modern evolution more like focuses on generations and populations. Like it's like populations evolve, not just the individual. And we have James Hutton. He's a uniform what? Uniformitarianism. That's a really long word, sorry. And it basically is when you believe the earth is changing and dynamic. We believe in erosion, compaction, melting, and deposition of the earth. And then we have Charles Lyell, the father of geology, and he believed that the earth is shaped by slow moving forces. We have Charles Darwin. He believed in evolution through natural selection. He studied in South America and the Galapagos Islands. And we have Alfred Russel Wallace. He also believed in evolution through natural selection, but he studied on the Amazon River and also the Malay Archipelago Islands, I believe. Okay, we're going to talk about modern synthesis and the genetic process of evolution. So natural selection, as a primary basis, like so that's okay. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. So the modern like idea of evolution is basically natural selection, right? But then you add on a little bit to it. So there's a genetic process of evolution, and there's also like a little bit more that like other than genetic processes. Give me a second. I'm gonna blend out my other eye before I look too crazy on camera and somebody more people like join and think I'm crazy. So yeah. Okay. So genetics and genetic evolution depends on DNA and DNA replication. So DNA, which is deoxyribonucleic acid, is it has two main functions. It has the function of replication and protein synthesis in the body, right? Oh shoot, I just like stabbed myself in the eye. It's okay, I still look okay, right? Yeah, I look okay. I'm not dead yet. I hope. Yeah, I'm not dead yet. Okay. And DNA is necessary for two main functions in the body, replicate. Oh, I already just said that. Okay. So the DNA is necessary for mitosis, which is like cell division and replication, and then we have meiosis, which is gamete production. So I gotta produce some gametes so I can keep reproducing, and that would be meiosis. And mitosis is for cell division and replication. And yeah, that's how we're alive now, and we stay alive. Okay, base finished. How does it look? Cool. It would take way less if I was actually like focusing on that instead of like, two things at once and talking actually three things at once. But um, I'm special today, so we are being cool and focusing, multitasking. Okay. So the different nucleotide sequences accounts for different variations of genes which are alleles, and basically this allows for genetic variation and diversity and evolution. So I can't talk literally, and like I'm stumbling over my English, but I'm also like my voice is terrible. Yesterday it was already like cutting out. Today it's like let me research. Let me do some research. Oh, do I have laryngitis? That's great. Oh no, it's just Google overreacting. Google's just being dramatic. I think I just got the cold, the common cold. Let me search up how to. I'm drinking water. That's literally what I'm doing. So it says rest, drink plenty of liquids, humidify the air. I don't have that. And use saline nasal rinses. I hate saline nasal rinses. I'm good. I don't need pain relievers, so yeah, I'm not really feeling pain, I'm just feeling tired. My nose isn't congested, it's just my voice. I'm like, cough syrups. I bought cough drops at the school yesterday. It's great. Honey. I don't have freaking honey right now. I was gonna get it. Maybe I should get it this afternoon if I finish my chemistry stuff. I need honey for my tea, like just in general. Okay, so this stuff is just okay. This stuff is just stuff I already know though. So great. I think I should just keep drinking water and being a queen, and then maybe like it'll just be like, no, she needs to return to her hot girl activities. It's good. Hot girl activities are nice, and I'm gonna be nice to her, and I'm gonna let her resume those. But I don't know. My body hates me. I can't even like communicate my ideas properly because it won't let me talk. Okay, let's continue. So I already told you about the processes of evolution. Like we kind of like talked about it as like an extension of just natural selection in evolution. So we got four processes. We got mutation, which is the first one, which is permanent alteration in DNA sequence. The initial way this arises in a population is that the permanent like alteration in DNA. So when you have like a little mutation or just like some weird like alteration in like the DNA, usually the cell fixes that, but sometimes it doesn't. And when it doesn't, you have mutation. And yeah, that's pretty simple to grasp. Then we got natural selection, which is basically when you have heritable traits when terrible traits become more or less common in a population, and reproductive success of organisms interacting within their environment. So this is a little, I don't like that definition. Just literally, I like to just think of it as if you're dumb, you it's called like natural selection. So like if you're dumb, you're not gonna be selected to live. Like if you're dumb, you're gonna die first. So of course, the smart people or the more privileged people are going to live because they're not dumb, but more like I believe like monarch butterflies have like that trait. It doesn't have anything to do with being intelligent or not. But I'm just saying, monarch butterflies like, or not monarch, the other butterflies that have adapted the pattern of monarch butterflies for survival. I believe that would be like an example of that, because then those butterflies live longer because they look poisonous, but they actually aren't. But they're eaten less. So I believe like that makes them way more successful in life. But I'm talking about humans, like we're much more complicated. So I believe like dumb people just live way less. Maybe they'll live more if they like. I don't know. We don't know. I wouldn't know that because I'm not dumb. Hopefully, I'm still alive, so that must mean I'm smart. And then the next one is gene flow, which is the movement of DNA within or between populations. So this kind of like results as like choosing your sexual partner. It affects genetic variation. Like so, it's just like choosing a sexual partner, and then also like migrating, just like kind of within groups, just like having that diversity. So I think like an example that would be like interracial stuff like that. Um, kids and stuff. Yeah. Okay, and then we have genetic drift, which is a change in the genetic variation across generations due to random factors. So it's kind of like the bottleneck effect. The bottleneck effect is when you have like a huge generation or a huge population. Something terrible happens, or not something terrible happens, but like something happens where like only a small population would be like left to be picked from, and this would result in something called like a founder effect. So this is like a dramatic reduction of population in the number of the descendant populations. Oh, okay. So the population number decreases like dramatically, and then the descendant populations like only descended from a small number of like founders. So it's like this is the genetic drift is often like better observed in smaller communities because then you can really see it like that. So like imagine big population, everybody dies, and there's only a small population. So that small population left would kind of be like the founders because they're like the OGs that will give rise to the next group that's coming along. So they lived. They definitely lived through whatever happened. So they're going to be the founders, the founding fathers and mothers of the next society. Okay, so those are the four genetic processes of evolution. Now we're going to talk about this vocab word. It's called speciation, and it's pretty simple. It's just when the new species emerge from a wholly different genetic variation. So, like, you have like a group of people, but something so strange happens, like their genetic variation is so varied that they don't even fit the the group anymore, and then that would be called speciation because now they're special. So, like for example, our species, the Homo sapiens species, we definitely speciated because we're not like other organisms, and we just decided to be cool and branch out. And I guess an example of cultural speciation, not cultural, but just outside the world, outside of biology or anthropology and biology, would be like Catholicism, right? And then like the speciation of all the other churches and whatnot. It'd be kind of cool to study how all those happened because there's a whole bunch of churches nowadays. I don't really understand any of them. Starting to sound like a duck. Not really sure if I like that, but we are just gonna keep going and pretend nothing happened. All right. So next we're gonna talk about extended evolutionary theory. So I already talked about the genetic part of the evolutionary theory, but it's not just genetics. It can be other factors that play into evolution that aren't necessarily genetic. So we have four of these. We got, developmental bias, which is various aspects of physical development, which would play into evolution. And then we got plasticity, which is the way the environment directly shapes your physical traits. And then we got niche construction, which is kind of, I guess, the opposite. The organism directly modifying their environments. And since the environment changes us, if we change the environment, it's going to cause kind of like a equal and opposite effect, I guess. And then we got extra genetic inheritance. So this is like transmitting things other than genes over generation. I would think like knowledge would be an example of that. Okay, the last thing we're talking about is adaptation and the relational change. So something to keep in mind, the Mendelian inheritance. This is the pattern where each parent passes the genetic material to the offspring, and the dominant traits kind of like take over the recessive traits. So that's basically kind of like the little like the boxes that you study and that you make in genetics and in bio, like high school bio, because yeah, and yeah, it's just those. That's all. Forgot to do this. Okay, and so through time and studying, scientists have come to a consensus, a realization, a agreement, I guess, that evolution is not progressive, it's not linear, and it's not always necessarily leading to it's not always leading to improvement. So like evolution is just kind of like it's just like any other part of science. Like you can't necessarily put like a huge label on it or like try to predict it or you know confine it to one spot because it's gonna do whatever it wants. At the end of the day, it's gonna do whatever it wants. That's entropy for you. That's human nature for you, not human nature. And yeah, so the evolution helps us understand our origins, our evolutionary changes that makes species distinctive. So like what makes us different, why it makes us different, and then shared traits of common ancestry. So why are we similar? How are we similar? And like what caused us to be similar? What caused us to be different? So yeah, just like really helps us understand a lot more about us and our environment and as a whole, how we changed and how we will continue to change. And yeah, really helpful. So I just finished my base and I will now move on to my. Give me a second. I'm going to do my eyeshadow and then hopefully by that time I'm done, which should be in like 10 minutes if I can just get off this live. I will be able to eat breakfast and then meet my professor because she's cool and I never got to go to her office hours, which is sad. But I'm gonna do that and then hopefully study chem and then go to bio and then tomorrow I have a big day. So not a big day, just a busy day. So yeah, wish me luck on that and wish me luck Well, wish my freaking disease to be gone. It's a common cold, but I'm gonna still consider it a freaking disease because I hate being sick. I never get sick. But I guess I wasn't eating my vegetables. So now I am here. It's okay. I will continue to eat vegetables after I get better. That's what I keep telling myself. Why is it so dark? It's okay, cause like, oh, oh, I forgot to mention that I'm done with my notes. So let's just set this right here. Look at how dark it is. I know how to fix this. The thing is, I would use a lighter shade. I usually use like super natural. I don't like it looking terrible, but it broke. Like my eyeshadow broke, and like there's this like loose powder everywhere. And I'm just gonna like use it and not throw it away. I'm not gonna put it to waste. So right now I'm just it's just like a really kind of like dark brown color. And I wasn't gonna use it that often, but it broke, so I have to use it now. Yeah, it made it better. Putting glitter on everything just makes everything look a lot less crazy and more toned down. And I also look cute. Am I seriously gonna finish my makeup on here? That's funny. I mean, I wanted to just go like end my live, but I might just not. I'm just like a rant because I was gonna end it, but then I realized I'm like literally about to finish makeup. I thought that was hilarious. Oh, we don't look at my mouth when I'm doing my makeup. It's terrible. My mouth does crazy things. We don't. Please don't judge. Please don't be looking at it. Okay, I should be done. But after like two things. So first I'm gonna do my lips and then I'm gonna do my eyelashes and then like I'm literally done. See, it takes me like 30 minutes to get ready. But the problem is, give me a second. The only thing with today was I'm talking, so it took me a lot longer. I already put on my skincare before this, so my makeup combined with skincare would be 30 minutes usually if I'm not talking, and I usually don't talk. Man, Dior lip balm will always be my holy grail. Like not the lip oil. I never used it. I don't know what it like. I don't know what it does, but the lip balm is like perfect amount of like shine, but matte for me. I don't really like lipstick because it's like not. It's like weird. Also, it doesn't look very natural. And oh no, I feel like this Dior lip balm just gets me for no reason. Okay, let's see if I can finish this before 30-minute mark. My voice is crazy. Okay, I'm done. How does it look? Real quick, cool, cute, hot, fun, nice. Hopefully, I do because I spent 30 minutes on this. Anyways, I'm going to brush my hair, boil some water, get ready, and go to school. Wish me luck. Bye, peace, and everything.